So we had state semifinal high school football action on a Saturday. We start with the Class 4 ranks, the Jefferson Cavaliers. In the state semifinals for the first time in 10 years, they were in Henrico to play the Varina Blue Devils. To Dawkins Stadium we go. In Henrico, just outside of Richmond, Varina already up 7-0. And Varina quarterback Caleb White is going to find Damari Carter with his second touchdown of the day. That made it 14-0 Blue Devils. But Jefferson Forest looking to respond. Quarterback Peyton Jackson with the keeper, but the ball would come out loose. And right there is Pearson Brooks, who's Johnny on the spot, scoops it up, and he's going to score to the house, getting the Cavaliers on the board, cutting the deficit to 14-7. Go to the start of the second half. Blue Devils with a 28-7 lead. Cavaliers coming out with a little juice. Jackson finding Charleston Hairston with the yards after the catch to get the score to 28-10. But the Blue Devils would go back up 3 scores. Weiss to Amari Carter in the zone for a third time. 35-14, Varina returns to the Class 4 finals as they beat Jefferson Forest 49-21. The Blue Devils will play Loudoun County this coming Saturday morning at 11:30 at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg for the Class 4 final. Meanwhile, on to the Class 3 ranks, we have a pair of local teams in the state semifinals. First up, the Magna Vista Warriors on the road to Norfolk. They played the Lake Taylor Titans. Now, the Warriors have been lighting up the scoreboard in the playoffs as they have scored 185 points in 3 playoff games. So let's head out to Norfolk for this Class 3 state semifinal matchup. Get straight to the third quarter. Lake Taylor is up 13-7. Magna Vista responds. Check out this one-handed grab by Shante Scott from Simeon Moore. And the junior makes an incredible grab to continue the drive. A few plays later, Simeon Moore finds Scott again for the touchdown. Magna Vista takes a 14-13 lead. 3 minutes left in the game. Lake Taylor up 21-14. Magna Vista marches down the field. The direct snap to Ethan. Put up your Dukes. We're tied at 21 in the fourth. It's fourth down for Lake Taylor on the Magna Vista 35. Time winding down. 7 seconds left. Kevin Adams rolls left. He's going to find Majerald Clark, and the clock, he's going to beat the clock. That's the game winner. Lake Taylor ends Magna Vista's season with a 27-21 win over Magna Vista to advance to the Class 3 finals. Meanwhile, Liberty Christian, they had a 28-9 lead, but Kettle Run came back to put 20 points on the board late, ending the Bulldogs' 13-game playoff winning streak as they win that one 29-28. So it'll be Lake Taylor and Kettle Run in a Class 3 final coming up Saturday at 5 at Williams Stadium. Meanwhile, in the Class 2, it was a battle of the only undefeated teams left in the Commonwealth. The Glenvar Highlanders at 13-0. They are in the state semifinals for the second year in a row, taking on the 13-0 Union Bears at Big Stone Gap. The Highlanders have been impressive on both sides of the ball, averaging 43 points per game while giving up only 4 per contest, with 6 shutout wins. So to Bullet Park and Big Stone Gap for all the action. First quarter, Glenvar's Brody Doyot's going to go deep and hook up with Jace Forrester, who rolls into the end zone for the touchdown. It's 7-0 Highlanders. Bears will bite back in the second. Cam Bostic will loop around the Highlander defense. He's going to sneak his way into the pylon. We're tied at 7. Fourth quarter now, Highlanders up 7. Doyot, Brody that is, he's going to call his own number, runs to the outside, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. 21-7 lead. But then later in the fourth, closing the gap to 7 when Bostic fires a downfield to Keith Chandler, who comes down with the zone to touchdown, and it's a 1-point game. So the Bears would go for it, the 2-point conversion, but Glenvar's defense says no soup for you, gets to stop the Highlanders. They get it done. Glenvar holds on to beat Union 21-20 to advance to the Class 2 state finals. The Glenvar Highlanders will be in the state finals for the first time since they won it all in 2014. Now, Glenvar, they get Strasburg in the Class 2 finals coming up Saturday morning at Salem Stadium at 11:30. The Rams won at Poquoson 31-10. Meanwhile, in the Class 1, we had a rematch from last year's state semifinal as the Grayson County Blue Devils. They battled the Rye Cove Eagles. Grayson County came back to beat Rye Cove in the same round last year to advance to the state finals. This matchup took place at Legion Field in Gate City. Rye Cove running back, you can see him here, Cole Barnett hugs the sideline, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone to put the Cove up 7-0. Heading into the locker room, Grayson County back with vengeance second half when Tyler Shoup's pass. He's going to get some haterade Great interception, McCray Gold. And the Blue Devils are headed the other way. Fourth quarter now, Maverick Gold drops back, airs one deep to McCray Gold. The G&G connection comes down with the touchdown. The Blue Devils missed on a two-point conversion. They would be down 7-6, time running out. And the Blue Devils trying to get the comeback, but the pass by Hagan Roton is going to be intercepted. Cove, they advance to the Class 1 title game, nipping Grayson County 7-6, so the Eagles will play Rappahannock in the Class 1 final next Saturday at 5 at Salem Stadium. And there's your high school action right there. So again, the Glenvar Highlanders, our only local team remaining. Of course, we'll have Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, our state finals preview special, coming up on Friday, so check out all the good stuff. Jermaine Farrell, WFXR Sports.